Hi guys, my name's Craig. Welcome to Small Farmer Life. Today I want to talk about an enforcement officer and how you will likely get a visit from an enforcement officer. Now, what usually happens is someone complains about something that's going on your land. Now, it could be anything from lots of rubbish being on your land and it's making the neighbours' houses look an eyesore. It could be bringing the price of their house down and they want the area tidied up. It could be other things like keeping chemicals or something on your land. It could be building buildings without planning permission because your neighbours have never had a piece of paper through the door telling them that there's some sort of development going to be going on in the next field to them. Now, the enforcement officer has a job to do, and I would categorise the enforcement officer the same as a parking meter officer or a parking ticket inspector, and that is they have a stone cold look on their face. They are not bothered of what you think, so there's no point in trying to talk to them or convince them otherwise that this should be here or why that's there or anything like that. That has nothing to do with them. What they're there for is basically to take a look at the land, make sure what was said in the actual letter to the enforcement agency, which is a department of the council, is true. And what they'll do is they'll walk your land and they'll take images. Now, you cannot stop an enforcement officer from coming on your land. They don't need a warrant to do it. So, like I say, you'll probably make a time, an arrangement for them to visit, and you're obviously best off being there. But don't get agitated, don't get aggressive with them, because they'll start taking photographs of everything. And when I got a visit from an enforcement officer, I had 3 buildings up and a caravan, and he literally walked around taking photographs of them all, and he was saying that'll have to go, that'll have to go, that'll have to go. So all my hard work, as far as I was concerned, was about to be destroyed. But I knew I had a good business plan that I was allowed retrospective planning permission. Now, the enforcement officer is nothing to do with the planning department. So when you put a retrospective planning application in, then it's down to the planners, not the enforcement officer. They are just out to see what the neighbours or whoever has told on you, let's say, is true. Now, don't try and be nice to them, as in offering cups of teas and things like that, because they won't take it. They're just not like that. They just want to be in and out. They'll walk the land. They'll ask you questions about, does that have planning permission? Does this have planning permission? If not, then it would need planning permission. That sort of thing. But if you start getting agitated with them and aggressive with them when they're taking photographs or looking at things and you're saying things like, what you doing that for, or what you doing this for, or you shouldn't be doing this and that. Just imagine what sort of impression that's going to give when they go back to the actual office in the council department and then speak to planners and people like that. Because that's who you're going to be dealing with next with the retrospective planning application. So guys, when you do get a visit, if you do get a visit from an enforcement officer, just go with the flow. Let them do what they need to do, because like I said, they have no say in your planning application whatsoever. So whatever they see on that land has nothing to do with your planning application, because when you do put a planning application in, you're going to put them buildings in the planning application. But if your land is full of rubbish, the enforcement officer can give you a certain amount of time to get rid of that rubbish. Now, they're normally it's about 3 months. But if you don't get it moved in that 3 months, and there could be a lot of it because it happens all the time. I've seen fields full of rubbish and the council will end up moving it. So if you don't move it, the council will get their team of litter movers or whatever you want to call them to come in, and they might need bulldozers, they might need a JCB, whatever it may be, and you will be charged for that service. They will charge you for coming in, all the labour costs, all the actual tipping costs, machinery hire, everything. You will be charged that if you don't do it yourself. So the best way to avoid that is keep your farm and your land clean in the first place. But guys, the main thing I want you to take from this is just let the enforcement officer do his job. Don't get stressed out with them. Don't start arguing with them. Don't tell them what they can and can't do. Just let them do what they need to do and then get off there. And then they will tell you that you need probably to put in a planning application within 30 days or 3 months of whatever your council or local authorities require. So guys, just relax. Don't be scared. Again, just take it with a pinch of salt. And if you've got a good business plan for your farm, then you will get planning permission for your buildings to stay. And it depends on what the buildings look like also, because if it looks like an house, then it's going to be an house. And then they might go down a different route. So guys, that's my take on what you should do if you get a letter from the enforcement officer and the enforcement officer visits your farm. So until next time guys, if you like the video, hit the like button. If you want to subscribe, it's your choice. And if you want to be notified of more upcoming farming videos on all sorts of different subjects, then hit that bell button. Until next time guys, my name's Craig. You've been watching The Small Farmer Life. Make sure you take care of yourself and most of all, take care of the family. Bye for now.